lose a lot?
We did. We still have 6 seniors coming back, but we haven't had big numbers lately. So
You have how many players?
right now we have 16 on the varsity.
So the other day, one team got 4 players hurt in one day. What if that happens to you?
We're one team, one dream at that point then.
Yeah. What? How difficult is it to play with 16 players at the varsity level?
It's hard because you have to manage, bodies is the biggest thing for us. There's very little physicality till we go out on a field. Body recovery is the major thing for us, just getting healthy for the next day.
And most of these guys are 2 platoon players. They play both ways, don't
Absolutely. We were going to have 9 that don't come off the field most of the year.
they? It's just the way it is here, right?
That's how it is, small town football.
But there's something fun about that, isn't there?
It is the relationships, and I've coached in schools where there's 40-some kids on a team, and you never connect with all of them. And in here, these are all like my kids now. It's the way it's been the last 9 years, and relationships with the families, and it's a close-knit community.
Did you grab anything from the off season or their preparation for this season so far that makes you think they could do something special?
This group, they're funny because generally when there's breaks and whatnot, you see your separation. This group, whether they're freshmen or seniors, they are sitting together, they're talking, they're eating together, taking breaks together. They're a tight-knit group. They spend the weekends together when they're not on the football field or playing baseball or basketball. They like each other, and that's not always the case with some teams.
Leadership must be essential at this level, isn't there?
Absolutely. I've got about 4. I've got 1 talker. I've got 1 lead by example guy. I've got, one that has a little bit of grumpiness when it's time. So we've got a great mix. It's not one, it's all of them.
He's like the coach, huh? Grumpy?
Try to be happy as much as I can.
You knew it was an enormous challenge when you came here. Has it been every bit the challenge that you thought it would be, Jeff?
It has. It has, but it's been an absolute pleasure. I've loved every minute. Just this community. I cannot ever say enough about this community. And they support their sports. It doesn't matter if it's a scrimmage. It doesn't matter if it's a game. They're going to load up the stands, and they're there for the kids.
You open with who?
We open with Clawson.
Clawson, is that the Friday night game or Thursday night?
That's the Friday night game.
Play Friday night. Is that here or there?
It's at Corunna.
That's right.
Our stadium's down for our first 2 home games, so Corunna's been gracious enough to allow us to use their facility.
Okay, so you're thankful for that.
Very thankful, very appreciative of it, because we weren't going to, I told the AD I didn't want to go on the road, so it'd find us somewhere. I was going to call Hazlitt if I had to try to get that week 1 there, but Corunna reached straight out, and they're real helpful to us, and we really appreciate it.
Will your families and fans travel there?
They will. Oh, yeah, it's already been talked about.
Yeah.
It's already been talked about.
Is there a motto for this team or something you gauge your goals by?
We've been preaching next play. A lot of time in the past, we've struggled with big plays hurt us, and we were emotional, not bouncing back. We've been preaching next play, whether it be a rep in practice or when we're scrimmaging or whatnot, and they've bought into that so far.
Tell me about last Friday and taking the practice field.
It's crazy. It was just a whim that we shut it down early. I decided to go an hour early because I don't know if I'm getting old or whatnot. The thunderstorm didn't sound fun. And we got out of here about 35 minutes before it went right down that train track right there and into town. And I was actually out of town when I got the call from one of my assistants and asked what I thought of the tornado. What tornado, but it just snuck right up. There was no alerts until it was almost on top of us. So I was just thankful. I had a gut ache all weekend just if I hadn't gotten them out of here. It's just so darn close. 1 field away. So, but thankfully it worked out and all the kids got home safe.
No sirens, I guess. They were down. So what made you get them out of here?
Well, it was just more I thought there was a thunderstorm coming, and and it was toward the end of the week, and they're a little banged up, and let's get them out an hour early, and it just worked itself out. Thankfully.
So you guys didn't see funnel clouds or anything?
We didn't see a thing. We got done stretching after the weight room, and it was starting to sprinkle, and then we got out of here, and then I got out of town, and then I got the texts and calls.
I've seen stories in the last 5 days about this community relating to what you just said about it. It's pretty cool how they've all come together in the tornado relief, isn't it?
It's amazing. If you go anywhere down to our, Cafe Sport, or you go up to Amy's Diner anywhere, they're feeding first responders the next day. And everyone, the hardware store in town offering free plywood, anything that needs anything buttoned up. And it's something about a small town, and this place is it. It's a magical place at times.
It's Perry, isn't it?
It is indeed. It is indeed.
Austin Poirier, Austin Poirier, class of 2024.
What position?
I play quarterback and outside linebacker.
So you play those two important positions on a small squad, and you got to be a leader, right?
Yeah, I use my voice and I kind of talk and encourage people throughout practice, lift them up, build them up, make sure everybody's doing their job.
What's it like when football season hits? How much do you love this?
Oh, I love it, man. I'm gonna miss it for sure, but it's something that comes once a year and it's something I'll never forget. You gotta get excited for it.
You guys believe that even though you're small in numbers, the fight can carry you someplace?
Yeah, we're all very bonded and we all have one common goal, and it's to win. So we all try our hardest and we have a lot of fight in us.
Have you seen this team come together during the summer at all?
Yeah, we throughout the weight room, everybody lifting together. That really brought us all together. And right now, we're all good friends. We all talk. Everybody's good with everybody.
There's great pride in a small school district. What's it mean to you to be a Perry Rambler?
It means everything, man. I mean, we all care for each other, and we're all trying to help each other be the best we can be.
Yeah. Nobody expects anything from you. Do you like that?
Well, they expect me to do my best and help out the team as much as I can.
I
But
didn't mean you particularly. I mean of this team.
yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's definitely nice.
You like maybe sneaking up on some people, right?
Yeah, some people won't expect it.
Yeah. Last Friday you were on this field before the tornado hit. What do you remember?
We were running, and then the rain came, so we had to go inside and we hit a lift. And next thing we know, we went home and tornado came through. So it's definitely something we'll never forget.
Did you see the funnel clouds?
We did.
Yeah.
I live just outside of town, and I could see them forming. Next thing we know, got an alert, and tornado came down. So that was crazy.
What did you see? How much did you see?
We seen the leaves flying up and like getting sucked into the air, and then the branches falling. You could hear it. It was really loud, super windy.
How scary was it?
It's very scary. It's definitely something that I wouldn't want to experience again.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing fun about it, and yet this community is kind of bonded together and helped each other out. You're proud of that too, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everybody came together. People were giving out free meals, helping clean up. It was great.
But you're glad you got out the field in time, right?
Yeah, it was good to get out a little early that day.
Yeah.
A week of 5-hour practices doesn't help.